We're live. Hi, everybody. Mike Pingel here from Behind the Curtain TV. Today we're going to talk about a book, The Blind Item. And it's the summer's hottest, newest beach read. That's what E! Online talked about this book. It's hot. It's hot. It's so steamy. They were just talking about all these great people here in Hollywood that are calling them to ask who is who in this book. And today we're going to find out. Today we have Kevin. Hi. Kevin Dickson. And of course Jack. And I'm going to just, what's your last name, Jack?
Ketsoyan.
Ketsoyan. You know,
it's a hard one.
It's easy.
It's Armenian.
Oh, is that what it is?
It's the easiest Armenian name in the book, in the world.
I mean,
it's easier than Kardashian.
I think Kardashian just flows better. I don't know.
Oh. So are you a Kardashian?
No, thank God.
Are they in the book?
No.
Kardashians are not in the book, so don't ask that question.
That was a dark period of our lives.
Oh.
We don't talk about that.
Did you work with them?
I did.
Oh, I want to know. I want to know. So, tell us a little bit about your background in Hollywood.
I started off at a very young age. I started working at a small PR firm called Heidi and Spencer. That they represented a bunch of different big celebrities at the time. I actually lied about my age when I first got the job because I was 18 and told them I was 21. Gave them my fake ID and got away with it. Got the job. And started working there, and that was it. And the rest has been now over almost 20 years.
Wow. Now, who did you work with when you?
So I first started as an assistant there for a while, and then I got promoted, and I was on working with Simon Holt and Britt Reese and Ali Paul. So their clients were Helen Mirren, Ian Somerhalder, Heather Graham, and Naomi Watts, Brittany Murphy, just a bunch of different people.
Wow.
And then my first client when I got promoted as a publicist, my first client was Paris Hilton.
And that's the first time I saw you because you're in her movie.
Yep.
You're in that black and white movie.
I sure am.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Wow.
The beginning, basically.
It was. I was like, oh, that's what he looks like. There's that guy.
And what about your Hollywood background?
I moved from Sydney 20 years ago and started working as a journalist, a real one. But there's no money.
What is the real one?
Well, you actually have sources.
Oh, not fake? No fake?
Yeah, like you write real stories. And then I started working for In Touch when In Touch launched in 2002. And that was a crazy journey that ended. I did In Touch and Life and Style, which is like the same magazine. It's like a two-headed monster, until 2013, at which point I couldn't take another fucking second. And we decided to do this.
Wow.
And here we are.
So what was the difference between coming from Australia to America? What do you find different?
The only difference, the thing that was attractive to me was in Australia, it's a small country. It's like a big piece of land, but there's not very many people. There's 21 million people. And so if you want to cover Australian entertainment, there's not a lot of TV shows. So you basically, you're interviewing the same 5 people. And that's fine. That's great. It's a great place. I love Australia. But if you want to cover entertainment, you don't want to be like beating someone to death for 5 minutes with Gillian Anderson. Like, seriously, that's what, you're like, oh my God, the X-Files or whatever. So it's like, I'm going to America. And then you can be like, oh, here's everything that you want to cover. And it's, you know what it's like. It's accessible. You can talk to a lot of people pretty easily.
Yes.
And you can do better work. And at first it was great because at first I was doing like Quentin Tarantino profiles and really good, was like dream come true. But then as people started cutting your rate, you couldn't survive. You can't survive.
Don't they always do that?
Yeah, and like, hey, you're doing this 2,000 word or 4,000 word Quentin Tarantino article, but will you do it for $200? And you're like, will you pay? Can you ask my landlord to drop my rent $500 and I'll think about it? Sure, but no, it just got harder and harder. And then the tabloids had more money than God, and like literally, if you saw Robbie Williams at the Hustler store, you could make $1,000 by writing that story and having a photo of Robbie Williams sitting by himself like a sad boy at the Hustler store, which was, every day when he lived here.
So he had a lot of $500.
You were lucky then. Now they don't even pay at all.
No, that was then. Yeah. Now it's like no one pays. No.
You're lucky.
Now, how did the book come about?
Well, I mean, if me and Kevin used to, we became fast friends. Yeah. We'll just cut the chase, and then we would meet every week and just talk about stories and things that was happening that we know of, but he couldn't really print about it, and I know he would never print about it, and we would just have like a girls' kiki together, and just have a good laugh. And then everyone people kept on asking us, we should do a book, and you guys know a lot of stories, and so we decided to go with it.
Yeah, Jack began trusting me pretty quickly, which was great, because I've always believed that off-record is off-record. If you tell me something, I can't print it if it's off-record. That's my journalism training. So once he figured out that I actually was like the only person in Hollywood tabloid world that meant it, he'd be like, oh my God, we'd finish, we'd be like, all right, let's get on to the fun part of the conversation. Oh my God, this happened on the weekend. This happened at this thing I was at. Holy Christ. And we'd be like, I wish we could tell this story. And so one day it was like, let's just do it. Let's fold all of this into a book. But tell a story, because he wanted to tell a love story, because it's, those are other reasons that we wanted to go in that direction.
And also, it's besides the love story, and a lot of people don't really understand what PR is.
Yeah.
They really think that a publicist is just someone who walks a celebrity down the press line. But in actuality, the publicist does a lot more than just that. So I think this gives you an idea what a publicist really, in Hollywood especially, what a publicist does.
Yeah.
What is a day-to-day like for that person? And a lot of the scenarios, most people are like, oh, that's not really possible, but actually it is. This is what really goes down. Like a lot of these young girls move to LA, get a job, and then they're thrown into this world of they have no idea what they're doing, but they just kind of have to navigate through it.
Yeah. Look, we've all had interns where you're like, all right, I'm busy tonight, but we've just got this thing where you've got to go to a party at someone's house. Go. And then look, there's a gift bag. You'll get a free Samsung phone or an iPhone or whatever. You'll get a bunch of candles.
Those are my favorite.
Volume Spa candles. You'll get enough gift stuff in your gift bag that if you're smart, you can go home and sell it on eBay to help pay your rent on your shared accommodation in a Section 8 building just south of Santa Monica. You can do it for very little money. And people keep saying, no one could have this life, no assistant. I'm like, every assistant has this life.
Yeah.
I did.
We used to
I did live for free stuff.
I mean, there was a closet. There was I would call the wardrobe closet. Whenever the girls used to have go to an event or they had to cover a client, they used to go in there and pull something and wear and then bring it back the next day.
Oh, yeah.
So we had a closet, so you had to look for a certain look. A certain look was demanded, and you had to look that certain look.
And it's smart. If you have to send an intern to cover a shoot, you're not going to get all the clothes back. She's going to say the star kept it. She's going to keep it and sell it or return it to Bloomingdale.
That's a bad intern, though.
It's every intern.
I never did that. All my clients I used to work for, I never did that. I gave everything back.
Total Sex in the City moment when she gets busted for selling the Birkin.
Yes. Exactly. Yes. Yeah, because I've done PR for most of my life too, and PR is not always just red carpet.
No, yeah,
it is dealing with people screaming at you, making sure they're good on set, make sure that they're where they're supposed to be, and I have some stories, but not as good as the stories in here. These are good. I worked at Soldiers and Dignity, so I worked with like Pat Boone and Della Reese and
Della was not above stealing stuff.
Oh, no. No, I'm not saying no. Sorry, no. Oh, my gosh. Let me look at my notes, because I made notes for this one today. So everything in here is taken from real stories, and are there names and dates and people, or what are they going to get when they read the book? No, it's a fiction. It's a love story. It's a funny book. We wanted to write something light, because times are tough right now. It's a dark time. We wanted to come out with a book that was, this is not going to solve the world's problems. This is going to make you laugh. This is going to make you call your friends and be like, oh my God, who do you think is the person behind this scandal or that scandal? Or you can just not even do that, just read it and laugh, because we tried to make it a funny book. No, every character is a composite. Every character has things happen to them that are all based on things that we've seen. One of us has seen everything in this book happen.
All true stories, but in fictional characters. That's the whole.
Can you tell me just a couple of the fictional stories in the book?
I mean, the number one, the one that we get asked about a lot is there's a certain celebrity who, when he ejaculates, he farts. And a lot of the women want to know who that certain celebrity is.
It's not me. It's not me. It's not me. It's not me.
Oh!
Did you not know the name of the show? It says The Mike Pingel Show. The Mike Pingel Show.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Okay.
So that's like,
So
to
anyway,
give you
Jackson,
like the
let's all talk about you.
You're like,
Let's talk about your hair. What's your love life going on?
that sucks.
Doesn't it?
You live in LA. That doesn't exist.
It doesn't exist.
It doesn't exist.
No.
It doesn't matter how good looking you are or how successful you are. LA's not the place to date.
and Jack's a career girl.
I've dated broke once before, so I'm done with that situation.
Yeah, you did.
I'm done paying for
That's
their
another
way.
question. Hold on to those answers. Okay, so what is another? Give me another story from another book. Another story from the book.
Well, everyone, I think the other one that really gets really shocked about is the arranged relationships, which I thought by now people knew that, but a lot of people are just like gasping about it. I'm like, well, yeah, this does exist. This is what really happened.
Really?
Like, it's
whom?
Did you care to name some? It's your show, as you just pointed out.
That's true. I'm trying to think of. I don't really know. I only know people of not of personal people, just things I've heard. Only rumors.
Only rumors.
Just
Those rumors 99% of the time, but it's true.
Yeah, that's true. That is the. If it's a rumor, it's
Exactly.
99%. It's like when you're reading those tabloids, like the stars and.
Yeah, I mean,
it's kind of.
it's on a cusp of being true and not being true, but I would say 99% of it is.
But you can
That's
spot
really-
a story that's fake and tabloid
Yeah.
is wish fulfillment. Jennifer Aniston's pregnant because people want her to be happy and to be fulfilled. So that's probably not true. Let's just say it's not true.
Anything that's happy is probably not
If she
true.
was
Yeah.
pregnant, I would think
If it's
she
wish
would be
fulfillment.
definitely shouting it through the roof saying
Yeah.
that she was pregnant. So people would just leave her alone for
But
that.
these other things where you're like, oh, what a wonderful couple. And how convenient. They both have a movie coming out this summer.
And Jen's one of my favorite people. I used to wait tables and I used to wait on her.
Oh, Merrick's?
Yes, at Basics. How
Where
did
she
you know?
lives.
Well, yeah, she used to go to Basics when she was married to the first one before Brad, and then
Okay,
Brad.
Donovan?
Yeah.
What was his name?
Yeah, they used to come in. I used to be her.
Like, hey girl, hey.
She always wanted a bagel, and we were already sold out, so we used to have that bagel place at the
She
place.
used to be at Merrick's, every, like a week,
All the
it was
time.
like a weeknight.
All the
Yeah.
time.
It was like a Wednesday or a Thursday. She was there.
Her and Jessica Simpson, too, at Merrick.
Oh, yeah.
I spilled a margarita on her friend's
Dare you.
her friend's shirt and tie. I'm like, oh my God, Jen, I'm sorry. I'll give you $20. I'm sorry. I get cleaned, and they're like, it's okay. We make more money than you do. So
We throw
we're
our
okay.
clothes away. We don't wash them.
Yeah, and we're gonna sell on eBay anyway. Okay, so I need to ask about this banana.
The banana.
The banana. Why the banana? Why the bedazzle? I love it. Can we buy it in stores? What's going on?
I wish you could buy it in stores, but you could buy the books in stores. The banana basically is just
It's an artist. It's
Yeah.
an artist. An image that we licensed. It's like a little bit post Warhol, a little bit post Fame, a little bit like putting diamonds on a turd. It's
basically everything is pretty and flashy and fake and
rotten on the
rotten
inside.
inside. You know, basically what people show on Instagram nowadays. They're showing this pretty life, and then what really is behind it is like a total whole other ballgame. Like they live in a 2x2, driving mommy's car. You know,
And they're in mine right now.
it's a facade. It's basically a facade of like
Yeah.
what really is going on at the moment with our time.
That's true. That is true. That's pretty good. So we already
told you that.
I know, right? Stop it. This is my first time with these cards. My assistant is horrible today.
You're like, these queens are driving me crazy.
Why did I decide to start with these two assholes?
Talking about the Hollywood hustle.
The hustle.
How did you all? What have you done to hustle yourself in Hollywood?
I mean,
Not like.
We got a book out.
all the stories are in there. I can't tell you about the hustle. No, I think it's not so much of a hustle. I would say it's more of a determination. If you know what you want, and if you know where you want to go in your life and your career, you just have to stick to it. One thing you have to remember is, especially in Hollywood, you're going to get a lot of no's, and then you're going to get the one yes. So it's just about how determined you are to work in that industry and how determined you are to succeed in the industry. So it's all about that. And you have to have a thick skin, because people will get to you, and people will be mean to you, and people will try to put you down. And there's always that one person who's just going to try you come for you. So I think you have to know who you are and you got to be strong, be ready and be strong about it. It's not easy.
We had a lot of no's. We pitched this book tough for
almost 2
years, and
a lot of no's.
And also a lot of surreal Hollywood meetings where a certain TV host was interested in it for a hot minute. He's very Southern, talks like he's crazy all the time. And so we had this meeting, and he was Dr. Phil. And
I was trying to cover the track,
but I guess their literature division wasn't ready. But it was just one of those things where you're broke trying to write a book, and trying to get this whole new chapter of your life started, and you have this meeting with this guy who could just change your future by just going, sure, I want to put that damn book out. And then he didn't, because he's like, we're not going to be ready to release your book for 2 years. I guess he still doesn't have a book division.
They do have a book division, but I don't think they were ready for
our
kind of
But it was one of those weird Hollywood things where you're like, okay, I'll take this bizarre meeting that could change everything in one day.
Always helpful to have a person in your life that is encouraging and pushes you to do things. That's find that one friend or whoever that person in your life, and that's really helpful. Because for us, with this book, it was Jenny McCarthy. I mean, she kept on saying, don't give up. You know, she was like, even my own agent passed on my first book, and they didn't want to take it. So she was like, you can't,
10 years.
You can't, it's going to take a minute, but she's like, you guys will do it. And she was definitely right. She definitely pushed us to keep going and search for that person who was going to believe in us.
Right, and then I had met an author, this amazing author, Lindsay Kelk, who writes, is very successful. She writes women's books, books for women, and books for everybody. I think they're great, and I'm not a woman. But she really took us under her wing when she read the first draft, and she connected us with Macmillan, who ultimately bought it.
Nice.
So you just need a little bit of generosity and a lot of luck, or the other way around, actually. But we had both.
Yeah, and talent. It takes a lot of talent.
Oh.
And good stories, just kidding.
And a good story.
Have either of you dated a Hollywood star?
Yeah.
Who?
Can't tell you.
Yeah! I'm sorry, people. I've tried.
I've made out with a couple.
Who really do? Initials.
Also, it's
is Jenny McCarthy in the book?
No. That's the first thing she asked us, actually.
She gives a nice quote for the back cover. Does that count?
She was like, I cannot believe that you did not put that one party that we went to. I was like,
what party was that?
It was actually, we talked about it on her show. It was, we went to Madonna's Oscar party, and I drove her car, and we pulled up. And
you weren't on the list, right?
We were not on the list. And we were like, Jenny McCarthy. And they were like,
they're like,
oh, yeah, sure. And we told me, and then I pulled up to the thing, and I'm getting out the car, and I think the guy was like looking at like, why is there a driver going into the party with that? It was just the most insane day. We were just sitting at home and like drinking and having fun, and then we were like, let's go to Madonna's party. We're just gonna go. And she literally just put a dress on, and we went, and it worked.
We're gonna go to Madonna's party right after this. We're in.
Kevin is gonna be Jetty today.
I'm gonna put on a dress and we're gonna go to Madonna's party.
Okay. I have a dress for you.
Oh, good. Shoulder pad?
Yes.
I like a shoulder pad.
I call it my Golden Girls, and my editor called it the Red Potato Stack.
Oh.
Sexy.
You're not selling it very well.
It's sexy. Who do you both follow in the entertainment business as far as celebrities are concerned? Is there someone that you are obsessed with that you can't stop reading the stories, like a Kardashians or something like that?
Not really.
I would say we both know too much to expect anything from a celebrity.
Yeah, I'm not obsessed with any celebrities. I think maybe when I was younger, but not anymore.
You know, I've only been starstruck twice. I've interviewed everybody. Buddy Hackett and Robin Leach. I literally was just like,
lifetime for the rich and famous.
I know, it's Robin Leach, the guy that got me basically into this madness from when I was a little kid watching, like, that's Pia Zadora and Peter Holm in Ibiza. And you're like, how glamorous, that's what glamour is. Oh, thanks, Robin Leach. And then Buddy Hackett, I interviewed him, and we were done, and he just sat down and did his routine for me that he'd done, like, in World War I or II, somewhere in, like, Papua New Guinea. He'd been on some horrible assignment, but he went and started doing comedy, and he started doing it for me, and it was disgusting and the funniest thing. And I was like, wow. And also Joan Rivers. I think her last interview. Sadly, I did an at-home story with her for in Life and Style. Was it? Anyone? Steve? Do you remember?
Yeah, I think.
And she was just the most grand thing, and she wanted me to sell this other book. We were shooting the shit, and she's like, "This has got to be a book. I'm going to give you this number. Call this number. I'm setting this up," and I lost it. It must have fallen out of my bag.
How dare you?
I might have left it somewhere. I don't know.
Literally.
And she died like 2 weeks later. Like she died really soon thereafter. But it's just when you see someone who's clearly talented, has had a long career, knows how to treat people really well, which is the benchmark of a good celebrity. You know, the ones that are good, the ones that last are lovely.
Yeah.
They're so kind.
The ones who lost are the ones who are actually successful and have made it. It's the ones who have kind of like are dabbling in between not making it and kind of making it are the ones who just drive you bananas.
Yeah. And don't you find sometimes your assistants and everybody around them drive you more bananas than they do?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because you have to jump through 4 million hoops to get a story with someone who's on Grosse Pointe on the WB. You're going to be right. You're going to be flipping burgers in 6 months, kid. I don't care that much.
I'm going to be flipping burgers tomorrow.
Can you flip some now? I'm hungry.
Oh, yeah, we're going to do it. What is your favorite Hollywood scandal? It doesn't have to be in the book, but your favorite scandal of any celebrity.
I don't know.
Because you can talk about it if it's not in the book.
Favorite scandal?
Oh, dead air on live TV is terrible. I'm going to go with, I heard a story when some other Australians moved here to work, and they lived right near here in West Hollywood, and someone would be in their yard at night, and the guy was a cameraman, so he would get sent away, boom, boom, boom. He would be away for work and leaving his wife alone in this apartment, but it was a ground floor apartment with a backyard.
Yeah.
And there would always be this prowler in their backyard at night. Like, not always, not every night, and he would knock stuff over when they would turn the lights on and stuff, so they got, like, motion lights. I think they ultimately got her a gun. And then it turned out they caught the guy one night, and it was a really big movie star who's in the closet, whose previous, like, late-night booty call had the apartment before them.
He was just prowling around.
He was coming around for some late-night sex, but he was terrifying this person. And he was like, wait, what? Where's this guy? Where's this guy gone? I'm like, he moved.
I mean,
but and I had just moved here, and it was that one stayed with me because I was like, oh, that's how typical. Like when you move to West Hollywood as an Australian, the weirdest shit happens to you.
I would have to go with the OJ scandal. It's kind of that whole trial and everything was very fascinating.
I drove on the 405 that day.
So I would have to go with that. Like that's the ultimate Hollywood scandal. It's still going on.
So when you go to Kris Jenner's house, she has a shrine to Nicole Brown Simpson because they were all on vacation together. Kris and her 3 daughters, and I think Rob Kardashian was born then. He was little. Yeah, he was there. And then Nicole Brown Simpson and their 2 kids were all in Cabo. And so Kris has this like really amazing, like beautiful photos of them all like in the pool and at the beach. And when they got home, she was murdered. Wow. So you see all of this stuff, and you forget that how close they were as friends, as families. Yeah. And you're like, wow. And then I had a friend, my friend Giselle, lived around the corner from the murder site. So then we always just traffic because everyone would try and do the drive from the murder site back to the guest house, which OJ said you couldn't do in 6 minutes. Yeah, you could do it. That was a rambling answer.
No, that was good. That was good. Well, working at the tabloids, was there any story that you stayed away from? That you were like, I'm not working on this story?
Well, I think there's a lot of stories that you would, I think if your moral compass goes nuts, like if it's about a kid, boom, don't do it. A miscarriage, leave it alone. Like a story that makes you, like, would be an actual invasion of privacy. Yeah, outing someone's HIV status, because people like always are calling that in. People are always calling in, trying to out people, because you're dealing with sources, and people that want to source a story usually don't have good intentions. Yeah. They've been burned by the person, let down by the person. They didn't get what they wanted from a celebrity, so all of a sudden they're going to sell them out. And so then it's up to you being like, if that happened to me, would I care? Yes, I don't want to do this. Yeah, there's tons. There's so many stories that I kill. I love killing stories. It's pretty horrible.
Was there a story that you liked that you were proud that you broke?
Kim Kardashian has cellulite.
What? News at 11.
Rob Pattinson and Kristen Stewart are a couple.
That was so beautiful.
For a hot minute.
Yeah, then it was sad. Jack, worst paparazzi story of one of your clients?
Worst paparazzi story?
Do you have anything that...
I mean, I would say the worst stories are the ones that... The pregnant stories. Those are really the worst ones that makes no sense when, like, the person has just had a big sandwich or the shirt is just a little overly bigger that day, and then I'm like, well, they were drinking that night, and didn't the source see them drinking? You know, they were at the restaurant. So it's just, I would have to say that would be the worst one of them that would usually come in. It's like, oh, she's pregnant, or she's this, or she was holding her belly in the photo. It's like, oh my God, yeah, they can't hold their belly in the photo anymore either. So I would say those are the dumb ones that we usually get.
And on the flip side, if you're working at a magazine, every 20 minutes you get an email from a photo agency going, baby bomb?
Yep.
And then there's a photo of someone in a bikini with then they've drawn a circle and an arrow. And you're like, I can't tell. It doesn't look like it.
This is the fourth picture of Mike Pingel's baby bump this month.
Yeah, I have so many photos.
Some of these they used to just, the photographers sit there and they just, until they get the one worst angle.
Yeah,
and then
or they'll put some Photoshop shading in.
Yeah, and then they'll send that photo out.
And then you've got to wait for the next day when they go out. You've got to keep, but you have to follow every person that you get that stupid email about to see the next time they go out. Do they look puffy? Are they wearing like a drop-waisted dress?
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah.
And that's where celebrities have to have thick skin when they're flipping through the magazines and they are like, crap, you know.
Some of them do and some of them don't. It's hard for some people. And I know, I know a lot of people who don't look at the magazines, who don't do Google, they don't look at themselves or read comments on Instagram. It's a very hard thing for them because it really messes them up.
Yeah, I used to work for a celebrity who, many celebrities, when I worked at the agency, wanted to know what people were talking about, regardless if it was bad or good. Because
some people do, some people don't.
Because they wanted to know
the
perception and what was going to be the next thing that people were going to ask them on the streets.
Yeah, you should be prepared for it. But the other thing is, then what about if you end up in Enquirer's worst beach bodies, like next to Jack Nicholson shirtless? That's the worst thing that can happen to a woman. And it's so mean.
Yeah, it's mean.
Because it's always Jack Nicholson
and it's worse now.
Poor woman.
The internet trolls are out to get everybody now. It's even worse now. It's not getting better.
Yeah, we live in a culture of criticism, and it's so
it's
like, you've got to be first with a shitty meme, or you've got to be first with like a reason why something's crap because it doesn't suit you. But go and do something good with your time. Go write your own damn book. Go make a record. Go write a
How about go volunteer somewhere?
Or, God forbid, go help people. Yeah, whatever.
Instead of sitting behind your computer and commenting on every single person's photo and telling them how awful or ugly they are.
And one of my friends, my friend Lindsay, the author, told me that women have found out that the worst word they can say to another woman is fat. So they'll just post, like, she looks fat. Whether it's a photo of, like, someone dying of anorexia, she looks fat, and that will upset the person. It's just such a mean thing to do.
It is a mean thing. It is mean. That's
a trigger word.
There are a couple questions. Which celebrity blew through their money in the most insane way? Do you know anybody?
I mean, I wouldn't have same names, but a lot of them do. The private jets, the nannies, the staff. It goes quickly. And if there's no money coming in and it's just going out, you're gonna definitely blow through it quickly. I mean, there's one person that you could actually, I'll go for it, Heidi and Spencer.
Oh,
that's a good example of someone who had so much money and they went through it so quickly by buying crystals. That's the rock. They're like the magic crystals.
I heard an interview with Spencer the other day. We did a photo shoot with them, and they made us rent all the furniture, all of it. They had no furniture. They had an empty apartment, and we had to rent thousands of dollars from a proper supply house. And he's like, oh, and by the way, we're keeping this. I was like, but you can't. It's rented furniture. And he called my boss and was like, we're not giving this furniture back. And we let him keep it. It was the most bizarre thing.
Yeah, but that's one person I would say that quickly went through their money.
Yeah, and then he's wondering why. He's trying to be some right-wing nut now. I guess.
I have no idea.
Yeah, he was on the news the other day on some podcast I listened to, and he's like now wants to be a right-wing commentator. He wants to work on Breitbart or God knows what.
All right, we're not going there.
No, I know. It's like so congratulations on having no money, but you're not going to get any more.
You don't want me to start talking about what's going on in the political world. But we're going to wrap this up. But this, your book, could it become a movie?
Possibly.
And who would you want cast in the movie?
Don't know.
Oh, come on. Give me some ideas.
You know,
the main lady.
We're going to keep that to ourselves. But
I know. I have an obsession with who I would like to.
I know, but let's not put it out there because
what if it happens? I know.
Yeah.
There's someone I didn't. I'll tell you later. Don't get all butthurt.
Leave it to that. It just we wrote the certain characters for certain people.
Nice. And they live in our heads. And they look like something. They don't. When we wrote them, when we had to describe them, they became their own thing.
Yeah.
They don't. But then after that, when you come across someone in a movie or on a TV show, you're like, wow, that would be good. That person would be good. But it's funny because people keep texting us both, going, I know who should play like Seamus, the male movie star, in a movie, and they'll tell you that like this is exactly who I see. Like my cousin Sky wrote me the other day and was like, the guy that plays Gaston in Beauty and the Beast is exactly who I think would be Seamus. And I was like, he is the opposite. Did you even read the book? Like it says he has curly black hair and these dark eyes. That guy's like kind of not.
I think your cousin
he can perm his hair.
Yeah, and there's also that.
He can perm his hair.
He can perm his hair. It's not that curly.
All right, where
hot.
Where can people find you on all your social media?
Jack Ketso on Instagram and then Jack Ketsoyan on Twitter.
I'm a hermit.
A hermit.
He doesn't have one.
Hashtag nothing. No Facebook page.
No, he doesn't.
I do, but I don't. Like it's fine.
He don't want to meet you.
I'm a behind the scenes person, and I'm happier that way. Like I don't know. Like my band has a website. That's about it.
What's your band's website?
TheTwoToys.com.
TheTwoToys.com.
You can message
Check
me
it out.
there.
They're really good.
Buy a CD.
Oh, vinyl.
Buy the book.
Buy the book. That's more important.
And where can they find the book?
Bookstores, Amazon. It's available as an audiobook. It's 12 hours long.
Who did the audio?
An actress in New York.
Yeah.
I forget her name.
There's a Q&A with us on it.
Yeah.
Nice. Jenny should have done it.
It's 12 hours long.
Yeah.
12.
No
it's
celebrity
10
has
CDs.
12 hours long.
It's 10 CDs.
What's she talking?
No.
Really? 12 hours. Wow.
It's
wow. It's a mini-series. It's a mini-series. All right.
And into 3 parts.
It's like Twin Peaks. It's a limited event series.
Are you doing any new signings or anything around town yet?
Hopefully soon.
Yeah, we're working on that. We've got here's a big scoop for you. We're working on a sequel right now. And
who's in the sequel?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Who's in it? It's Word.
Yeah.
I know. I was trying to get names, but it's not going to happen, people.
Yeah, that's going to be finished by next week. So we're
next week.
Yes. So we're really busy right now.
Why are they talking to me?
Yeah, but then
you said you were finishing up a.
Yeah, I had to add a chapter this morning, so I was busily trying to get that done before I headed over here.
Great. And my curtain just fell behind me.
Yeah, I know.
Just went.
But it's okay.
Wow, it just went?
It's behind you.
Because we are behind the curtain.tv.
It really does feel like we're on community, on public access, and I love it. I thought we should like dance to this.
I'm trying with our very large budget.
No, I know. I'm saying I actually like it.
But you're breaking the budget.
I made posters. Okay, done. Thank you, everybody, for... That's the 99. Everybody, thank you for joining us today at BehindTheCurtain.tv. Mike Pingel here. We will see you tomorrow at 12:30 at my regular schedule time. And y'all have a good time. Be safe and love each other because God knows we need it right now. Y'all have a great day.
Bye.
See you on reruns. Bye.
Bye.